welcome to Gemstone Tarot, where my allergies are through the roof. This is for the weekend of the 23rd and the 24th of May 2026. And by the time we get to the end of the month, I'm actually going to know what the month is. Yeah, I'm absolutely I'm beset by allergies. I'm a bit like red nose. I'm going to use Frine and Bendy Rood, or Brian and Wendy Frood, part of the Fairy Oracle today, because I've been kind of feeling like using it for a while. So, it must be right. Oof. Oof. I say that, right? And then that bad boy shows right up. Okay. The Thief. This card comes up, well, it is affected by what cards are around it. So maybe we'll hold our horses for a sec. Ooh, I can see a Royal Mail van. Are they going to come to my house? You never know these days. The whole thing's gone for a bowl of chalk, as one of my colleagues used to say. That's that gone for a bowl of chalk. He was Welsh. I don't know why I've had like Welsh. Maybe it's because of it. Okay. Oh my god. Right, we need to pay some attention here. Wow. From Welsh to bad French in a heartbeat. I'm going to take some cards. I'm going to see whether there's TNA that I need to cover up as well. Because YouTube, it hounds me as the Benny Hill of tarot readers, I think, for some unknown reason. I know, maybe it's my tightly and highly zipped up tops, but something's triggering it. Okay, not too bad. Let's get some crystals. Crystallis action. I'm going to do that. Can't really say with that one because I don't even know if it's a human. Possibly. That one. Okay, right. Yeah. We start with the Thief. The Thief comes along for one of two things, and only you're going to know whether this is it for you. For some of you, there is a logjam in a relationship. It feels like clogged drains, or I know that's very romantic, like any kind of clog that you need to just take out, disturb, get rid of. Nobody needs a clog. Water needs to flow. Things need to go through pipes. That kind of malarkey. So there's something here about a clog in a relationship, and it could be around one particular issue or a cluster of issues, and it could be with a friend that you don't know if you can trust. It could be with a lover that you don't know if you can trust, but it's that feeling of, I don't know, I'm just getting a bit of a sense of manipulation of some kind coming in with the other cards that I'm getting. And these cards are very subtle. But I've worked with them for a really, really long time, like for years. They're amazing. So, okay, we have the Thief. It can also be when your ideas are stolen, but sometimes it can be stolen from yourself, which is a bit weird, I grant you. There's this sense of you're not allowing yourself, it's self-sabotage, that's what it is. So this can be that there were times earlier in your life where you learned it wasn't safe to be great, or it wasn't safe to be unusual, or it wasn't safe to be creative, daring, all of those things. Okay? And I'll show you all the cards together in a minute because there's like a sequence. Also, do check out, a little while ago I did the situationship board in love. And that might resonate. It will be below in the description box. That looks at like the root cause, the turning point, what's hidden. Sounds like someone's driving a double-decker bus down the street. Okay, the next one, and we all know this if we've been watching the channel for a while, a woman. She is reaching for the low-hanging fruit. We know about women and apples and pears when it comes to tarot and most other things, actually. Notice there's a tree, but this is kind of this sort of, I'm not going to say devil figure, but definitely Pan. You know, in I think the Greek sense, I think it's Greek, where Pan, which is where we get panic from, used to kind of rampage, half human, half centaur or half something else, and a kind of fertility god almost, but would just go rampage through the woods and, you know, didn't know what they were doing, or you sort of did but you sort of didn't. And there's that whole temptation thing. When you get the thief and you get temptation together, that is two cards that are telling you that you're tempted to stay when maybe you should be leaving or putting some distance for whatever reason. This is very resonant with that situation board reading. The card that comes up with them is the leaving. I know. Devilishly accurate these cards are. So we have this sense of someone leaving. We have the temptation to stay. We have the thief, where this situation could be robbing you of energy, years of your life, opportunities, all that kind of stuff. Let's look at the other cards. Oh, look at that. That's not bad. Right, let's put them here. And then I can zoom in a bit more. Let's not disturb their little crystals. Swing. Because these are worth a zoom. I'm going to do them bit by bit then. So, we've got the leaving here. Maybe we could put that up there. And then we have the juggler here, who we'll look at in a minute because he's always important. Also, we've got Venus in Cancer, Mercury's in Gemini. That is a mercurial figure, the juggler. We have the child, we have the fairy of youth. This, whatever and however this relates to you, this growing up, you know, the child is the innocent and the child is full of natural wonder and awe with the world and with what they can achieve, or just being, actually, you know, just being the little sprite, all those kinds of things. And then the fairy of youth, when they've grown up a little bit, and adolescence and all that kind of thing. Something about you growing up meant hypervigilance. We've got prick up your ears, which is always has these visions of the hare. Can you see behind? And the hare is an animal, I think, that is hunted but doesn't hunt. Is that right? Like they just eat grass, I think, as far as I know. Either way, the hare lives low to the ground in these sort of sets. And it makes them incredibly vulnerable. But they also have, of course, I think amazing eyesight possibly, but amazing hearing and picking up vibration. So you have become somebody, and I'm probably speaking to the empaths and whatnot. You've become somebody who is hypervigilant, sometimes in quite a magical way. This card wants to come out now. Oh, I love that. I'll talk about that in a minute. Hypervigilant in a sort of a magical way, but also the one thing you can't hear is the thing you need to hear, and the one thing you can't see is the thing you need to see, and it's this thief. What's being taken from you? We have the juggler. When we have the juggler, this is somebody who is, it's sort of, I think he's got winged ankles, has he? Not really. But it's Mercury. And it's a kind of difficult side of Mercury, where somebody is mercurial, you know, where they're a bit, you don't quite know where they are, a bit quicksilver, shape-shifting, that kind of thing. And then the Queen of Owls, who is this feminine energy influence, who's coming in to administer healing, which we really, really like. So there's a decision here, or there's a contemplation, certainly, on what you, I'm not going to say learned, the knowledge you acquired about needing to be vigilant, or the vigilance you acquired through growing up, and why that vigilance sees everything except what you really need to see. It's a big one, as the actress said to the bishop. Do check out that situation board reading, the most recent one, okay? It will be in the description box. It will be a good continuance. Leave me a comment. I'll see you on the next one. Namaste.